So she spoke the truth after all. That Grace character told me you'd gone in there on your own, but I had to see it to believe it. I heard the ruckus and saw the smoke. Am I to assume that means your mission was a success? Ah, there's cause for celebration. It's even tempting to take the good news to Bridewin right away. But I believe there's an opportunity to strike a critical blow against the enemy, here and now. Sir Gawain and his court of lost knights are not far. They're fortified in his ancestral home across the water, Corbinic Castle. I suspect that's where Locknear has led his unfortunate followers as well. Yes, though we need a plan. They have the Circlet of Swords, and an army of Lost has already fallen under Sir Gawain's influence. Defeating a knight of legend will be hard enough, but won't he just return to command them again? Is that how that Greywind madman controls the Lost? Yes, it makes sense now. I thought perhaps it was Gawain's royal blood, but now I see. This whole thing is a contrivance of Locknear's. Well, here we are. This is the moment of truth. If we fail here, the Lost will overrun Bridewin and everyone in it. I don't know what defenses this tower possesses, but it is clearly well fortified, and Locknear has undoubtedly taken precautions. I would expect heavy resistance. Your courage is unquestionable, and I've witnessed your prowess in battle. You're a force to be reckoned with. But if I'm being honest, I'd prefer not to take up arms against my former comrades, nor the heir of Artorias. Thank you. I will defend this position to ensure none come to the castle's defense, and that Locknear does not escape. Defeat those villains, destroy that damn staff, and reclaim the crown. I look forward to your triumphant return. think I've been holding my breath since you departed. Or at least it feels that way. Tell me, did you defeat Sir Gawain and destroy Locknear's infernal staff? Praise to whatever gods are at your back. I feel like I'm waking from a long nightmare. My thrill at learning of the true heir's return was only matched by the horror of learning what he had become. After this, perhaps we should consider abandoning this obsession with restoring the royal bloodline. We can't return the Circlet of Swords to Tiernan Keep anyhow. I think we should return it to Prydwen. Yes, though Jay is bound by her duty. She'd make an excellent queen, but she can't even imagine such a thing. I suspect the court training of her youth is to blame. Her humility will be yet another formidable foe. Yes, we'll speak to the people. We'll tell them the truth about Locknear and the heir. The crown deserves to be worn by a noble ruler. A ruler like Jin Jay. I'll see you in Prydwen, comrade.
So, you've stopped the lost conquest of this kingdom. I have to wonder, are you sure you've really helped these people?
Word of your victory has already breached the walls. We are extremely grateful. I welcome you back to Prydwen as a hero. I can never repay the debt this town owes to you. Oh, I'm not sure. I do not have royal blood, but I suppose we've learned that the bloodline is now cursed. Strangely enough, your friend Grace suggested the same thing just before she left. We were in the tavern after word of your success, and someone mentioned the shipbuilder in Oxborough. She was so eager to meet this person, she left right away. She did ask me to tell you, of course. I would understand if you wish to follow and seek adventure to the north yourself. Otherwise, I do have Sir Payne and Sir Priscilla. But I could always use more knights, especially if I am to become queen. Yes, after careful consideration, I realize it is the honorable thing. It is the ultimate requirement of my sworn duty. Will you stay then, and serve Prydwen at my side, or do voices call you elsewhere? You hear the voice of corruption? There are legends of its insidious torment. You must be bearing such a burden. In the days of Artorius, they say it was the voice of Myrddin that called the knights to darkness. It drove them mad. I know of no cure, but there's an old man who comes to Prydwen now and then. He warns about corruption. Some say he's deranged, but I see wisdom in his eyes. He fishes the East River. You should seek him out.
Away with you, ghost. You'll scare away the fish. I remember you not, and care not to, even if I could. I offer you nothing, but you remain. I can give you a name, if that would help. Some have called me Jonas. There are other names, but they will not speak themselves. One is enough, I think. Only those who seek misery would ask such a thing. You should banish your misery, like I have banished mine. If you do not, only terrible things can come of it. I do not see a hole in your head. Perhaps a hole in your mind. The stones to the north are useful to fill such holes. You can read them if you can find them. Replace your ghost with others.
truly think the wisdom in some old stones will save you?
In memory of Soul Warden Ramanos Avalon, bearer of the eternal torch, whose service straddled centuries. All souls stayed in time, but he held steadfast against the darkness until the last. May his sacrifice be a lesson to all who come after. In memory of Soul Warden Christina Krentel, whose gaze never wavered. Her pursuit of humanity's best nature, her defiance of darkness, and her calm wisdom kept the flame of our hopes burning until the last. May her sacrifice be a lesson to all who come after. This place is familiar. My feet remember what my mind does not. Have you found any new voices, Hunted One? What were they? My mind itches. Yes, at that word. Perhaps this is where my ghost lives. That cave. Yes, inside it. Something that needs retrieving. Ghosts are loud here. This place remembers sorrow. My bones rattled with it. You went into the cave. What did you find? What does anything do in a bear cave? Perhaps it was napping. Yet there is pain in the rent cloth. Shame too. How odd. The voice of that ghost has faded, but there are yet others in the stones to the north. Go. I won't be long behind. In memory of Soul Warden Reyes Vichan, devoted servant of the Order, he took no pride, no ambition in our sacred duty. All that was asked, and much that was not, he gave willingly. By his example, did others embrace our greater purpose. May his sacrifice be a lesson to all who come after. In memory of Soul Warden Constanza Soberia, who gave all that was to be given. May her sacrifice be a lesson for those who come after. I hear my own voice, faint but in chorus with the ghosts here. My hands on the stone, my memories given to the land and taken from my soul. A mercy, perhaps. It was corruption. It took their souls, those voices lost to time. It will take all of us before the sun sets on the world. You sooner, if your voice cannot be silenced. But there are answers here. A path that leads where many have sought to go. Those who would stand against the corruption. You speak of that voice that assaults your mind. This path may be the only way to see it silenced. A valiant effort to stem the tide, perhaps. Or more likely to simply take a stand against the inevitable. There are no final answers here, nor anywhere. But it may yet be a reprieve for one who has been marked, such as you. The voice you hear is not heard by all, and the power it pursues has become your burden to bear. Go on then. Seek the strength of the Soul Wardens. Face the trial in the tomb of old warriors. It may be your only hope.